a very exciting, should I say, and enlightening, knowledge-sharing summit. For those of you I haven't met, my name is Ram. I'm a senior partner at Cedar. I look after the financial services practice. It's obviously a pleasure to be here for more than one reason. Firstly, this is our third event in this format. It's our third edition of the Cedar IPSI Summit that we have here at Bahrain. More importantly, whenever we do this session, we always have this feeling of being amongst more than clients, friends, people with whom we've actually spent a large part of our lives. Someone was telling me that you spend more time with your clients and in airports than with your family, and that's so true. So it's good to be here with people who are very familiar, with whom we've had the benefit of spending a large part of our lives, can you put that way. But more importantly, this session today, the theme of today's discussion is what does it take to build a future-ready bank, right? For those of you who read Alan Toffler, Future Shock, as he predicted in the 1960s, future arrives even before you have expected it to arrive, and the shock that you get out of that arrival is what he calls as future shock. And the whole idea of today's discussion is to minimize that shock. What does it take for us to actually be ready, or as ready as we can, to actually be future ready? So today's discussion, we have some very exciting panels. I'm sure you've seen, in the brochures that you've been given, the lineup of speakers. We have some fantastic topics to be talked about. First topic, obviously, we will be talking about what a business leader's perspective is when it comes to future of banking. Every second we talk about the future is already arriving. So I guess it's all about talking about the present continuous than the future, as I can say that. The second panel today would be on transaction banking. I can see a lot of corporate bankers in the room today, and rightly so, because the next wave of change, digital change that we are seeing today, is actually driven with the digital value chain of the institutional ecosystem, be it SMEs or corporates. So we will be talking about what transaction banking has to offer, for the next gen future of banking, as we call it. The third discussion would be the topic that you can't have a summit of this nature without, which will be about artificial intelligence, whether it is Gen AI or agentic AI. AI is here to stay. And we will be talking about how that is pioneering the next wave of what we call as digital banking. We also have a very interesting presentation that is being made by one of our very senior professionals in the industry, who will be talking about what does it take to actually be modernizing the core banking platform. That's going to be an interesting discussion that we also have today from Mr. Basmalala. And there are some few rules for the summit today. The first one we all know is keep the phones on silent. So it's important that we allow for the panel to be undistracted. But more importantly, this is meant to actually be a very participative, engaging exchange of thoughts, ideas, and experiences. So please feel free to actually engage with the panelists. Unlike what people see in large conference formats, where you get to actually just listen is one way. The Cedar IPSI summits are meant to actually be highly participative, two-way, and very engaging. So we would actually endeavor as much as we can to make sure that it's very participative. And of course, there is going to be a tea and lunch break when we can actually get to huddle more with our speakers today as well. I do want to take a minute to give a quick background about the firm for those of you who may not have the background. Cedar is a Forbes-ranked global management consulting firm. We've been operating in the Middle East since '99. We've had the pleasure of working with most, if not all, banks in Bahrain. But more importantly, we also have IBS Intelligence, the unit, Cedar's research unit, UK-based FinTech and banking technology research and data analysis and advisory firm. So this summit is being brought to you by Cedar and IBSI together. So you may also see that there are two other entities on the logos there. One is the Cedar IBSI FinTech Lab. That's actually run out of Dubai and Mumbai, which actually is hosts many cohorts. Some of you are in the room here, which is actually to help in active market participation with cohorts and actually active engagement with the industry. We also have a venture fund, Cedar IBSI Capital, which is actually a fund that is very specifically focused on banking technology, fintech. We have our first two investments. The details of that is actually on the table. Wonderland Hubs and Cogniquest. These are two investments made, and the fund is actually quite active. In addition to all of that, I do want to take a minute to thank many of the speakers who have consented to be here today to share their experiences. So thank you, speakers, for being here. Appreciate the patrons and the sponsors of the event today. We have AQM, Backbase, I2C, ITS, and Yeti. So thank you again for your sponsorship. And may I also take a minute to remind all of us once again, this is all about exchanging thoughts, ideas, and experiences. So make sure this is as participative as you can make it to be. Thank you.